Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MSL. Today we are here at Richmond for round 3 of 22 for the Nextel Cup series in MSL, the D1 series here. Today I am, of course, your host, Kanan. Today I am joined here by my friend T-Man. T-Man, if you want to say hi.
Good good afternoon, everybody. It's gonna be an exciting race.
Yeah, already off.
First couple races have
Yeah,
already been pretty good from what I've seen. I'm excited to get into tonight's race.
yeah. Uh, it's likely going to be a very hot one. A lot of intrigue into the tires that we saw during the nationwide series race earlier today. Of course, that isn't recorded and whatnot, but saw some interesting tire developments throughout that race. Of course, here today, M. Holt. If I go find his name real quick on my sheet, yeah, Milton Holt, driver of the 33 car for Dinger Racing, starting on pole today. Be the first time they're on pole this season. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do from pole. So far, not a lot of luck for the pole sitters. Uh-oh. As T-Man has exited the booth.
Anyways, good evening. My name
Yeah.
is Radiant.
Uh, yeah,
T-Man,
welcome,
T-Man
Radiant.
is no longer in the booth. Well, thank you, thank you. He's doing an essay right now, so I assume it's an important essay and that he needs to lock in.
Yeah. College may or may not take priority over
Yeah,
some
he
racing.
he says he says if he doesn't finish the essay, he's gonna fail the class. So definitely the right move from T-Man
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
there. Yeah,
But speaking of failing, let's hop over to the race. I know that made no sense whatsoever, but take a look at the
yeah.
weather real quick for what will be a 107 lap race here around Richmond. So it seems like a lot, but short track. Those laps are going to go by quick. Uh, it's a kind of a hotter day, 74 degrees, not too bad. It should be a lot better than what we saw earlier uh, tonight from the Nationwide Series, which it was a few degrees hotter, and the winds are quite have died down quite a bit as well. Of course, Holt on pole position for the first time this season. Uh, Lining up right alongside him is Wiley in the 26 car. So I'll go take a look at Holt. And then TriStar Motorsports second row lockout. It's Thompson and Boyd starting third and fourth. Behind them, we've got Cross and Witt. Then further down the field, we've got Lambert, Taylor, Cleveland, Finley, O'Neill, Compton, Floyd, Patterson, Koch, Sellers, Clayton, Stevens, Allen, Farley, Bond, our last race winner, starting all the way down at 21st. So not a good day for them in qualifying. Right behind them, we've got McRae, Rao, or Rowe, however you want to pronounce it. Crawford, Horn, and Clark in the 71 rounding out the field.
Well, as T-Man said earlier, we are expecting a very exciting day of racing here. You mentioned the lap count, 107 laps. It seems like a lot, as you said, but this track is only three-quarters of a mile long, so that is going to go by relatively quickly. And some of these drivers may get caught out by that. They may be lying in wait, and then they'll realize, hey, wait a second, this race is about to end, and it'll be too late to make their move.
Yeah, definitely. And then taking a quick look at the point standings. I mean, we're only in race two, but as we get into this third and fourth, these fourth, further into the season develops, we're going to start seeing the points battle kind of close up, and our big title contenders show themselves pretty soon. I mean, already we're going to see Jimmy Thompson, who's leading the standings by a whole 6 points above Craig Bond. You know, Thompson's looking to extend that points lead at least to an extent today. Starting, the race in third, he's going to look to have a good race, so long as pit strategies will play out in their favor.
Uh,
Uh,
you go ahead.
Another top contender right now is Tommy Taylor in the 19 car, also starting relatively high up, and then Wiley and Cleveland, who are we're expecting to show themselves at some point across the season to be title contenders, are starting up in the top 10 as well. So be interested to see where they fall in line today. I mean, Wiley is starting on the front row to see if he can get a jump on to Holt on the start.
And all in all, very exciting race lined up for today. Very exciting championship lined up for the coming weeks and months. And all it's left to do now is to just see how it develops, how it keeps going, and who's going to get the uh, Nextel Cup. Who's going to take home the Nextel Cup at the end of the day?
Yeah. Uh, but one thing to mention is Freddie O'Neill, driver of the 29 car, big break for him today. It seems, at least so far for qualifying, starting in 11th after two pretty rough races, Daytona and Auto Club. Coming into the season, people were expecting a lot more from the driver of the 29, who looked very promising throughout the entirety of the pre MSL period. But it's currently been sitting in last in points, to the dismay of their team owner. So hopefully they're looking to get some good points out of this one today.
And speaking of points, the second in points currently is Craig Bond. He's going to be starting this race all the way down in 21st. So if he wants to keep up with Thompson, or maybe even gain some ground at the end of the night, he's going to want to keep. He's going to have a lot of work to do tonight.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Drivers, start your engines!
Everybody finally getting ready to wind up those engines and get to pacing. As the pace car now peels out, the field sets off. Again, just looking through the field for visual representation of where everybody's at. See your driver, the 29 that we talked about earlier, Freddie O'Neill. Patterson, winner of the Daytona 500. Of course, Bond, winner of last time out. Everybody gets a good start. Nobody has a mechanical failure as they exit pit road, as the 33 Chevy machine, driven by Milton Holt, takes the field to green here at Richmond. Good start from Holt and Thompson. Is Thompson down to the inside already?
Looks like Thompson's going to try and take it as we go into the backstretch here. He struggles to clear the 33 going into 3 and 4, but
Yeah,
he does it out of the corner.
Thompson leading the race after just one lap. Wiley as well looking to try to get past the 33, and the 33's teammate, the 3 rookie of Cross, also getting under him. Gonna take position number 3 away from him. Just a horrible start from the 33 car.
I'll tell you what, that's exactly what the 41 wants to see in his mirror right now. Other than the 26 starting to break away, he wants to see that side-by-side action here early in the race.
Oh yeah, most definitely, as the field kind of get establishing where everybody wants to sit. Lambert looking around Cross to try to get around. Looking to the inside, can't quite find the room. So O'Neill already up quite a few positions. Thank you, base car. Oh, and I think Holt and Lambert got a little bit of a contact there through 1 and 2. Both of them shoot up the track.
Looked like a bit of an attempt at a bump and run, maybe from the 29 there, but it didn't look like there was very much running going on.
Yeah, it didn't look like it. O'Neill is really on a charge early here on into the stint, as Lambert makes a mistake out of 2. It's going to give a position up for Holt as Cross is looking down inside of Wiley for second. Rookies
Again,
making
this battle,
move.
these rookies, they want to prove themselves. They want to get out there and win races. But this is exactly what the 41 wants to see behind him. He wants him to try and take second there,
Oh
so
yeah,
that they drop, so that they fall further back.
yeah, and as the battle for fifth intensifies, O'Neal got the worst of it. It seems as everybody's getting past him now.
Yeah, really bad start to the race for O'Neal there. It seems somewhat unlikely that he's going to be able to recover that before pit stops.
Yeah, time will tell. As here comes Compton as well to look to take advantage of O'Neal's vulnerable position.
They're still going to be side by side out of the corner down the backstretch. Compton's going to have the preferred line, but the 29 has the run. They're going to stay side by side coming out of four.
Yeah, Compton just trying to eke out some advantage, but O'Neal not giving him any breathing room for it. Struggling there on the high side to keep grip into the track.
Looks like the 29 made a mistake there. It's going to let the 99 at least try to make up some ground, and he does. He clears him out of fourth and brings the 9 behind him as well.
Yeah, 9 is O'Neal. Clayton is O'Neal's rookie teammate this season. Looking to get past him, show up the older driver of the field.
Once again, these rookies seem to be eager to prove themselves.
Yeah, just taking a look up
But
front. Looks like Cross is right on the bumper of Thompson now.
mm, I would expect a move here in the next couple of laps from Cross trying to overtake Thompson. We still have quite a ways to go. We're only about a less than a tenth of the way through the race distance, and Cross is already trying to make him run for the lead here.
Yeah, he didn't quite get close enough that time around. But one thing to keep him that I think I saw there in the back is it looks like Taylor. Yeah, T. Taylor in the 19 car. Horrible start of the race, already down to the 21st.
Mm.
Take a look back up front.
I think we
Cleveland.
should take a look. I think we should take a look at Craig Bond here for a second. He's still trying to make his way up, but he has made some progress. He's gone from 21st all the way to 13th in 13 laps. So this is the kind of work that he needs to be putting in order to maintain his ground on Thompson.
Yeah, definitely not the position where he wants to be though right now, at least on the track. Kind of just sitting out there on that high side. Hasn't been the greatest line so far yet. Everybody out front kind of singled out. Everybody's calming down a little as we settle into the stint here.
Yep. Looks like the 16 maybe. No, the 80 is making a move on the 16. I thought the 16 was going to try and make a move on the 99, but when he tried, the 80 was there. He couldn't. He didn't have this. He didn't have the room.
Yeah, Sellers making advantage of the 16's lack of situational awareness there.
Yeah.
Gonna gain a spot from it as McRae continuing to struggle as now the 8's right on top of him.
Yeah.
A little
Here in
further
the back,
back.
we've still got a bunch of guys duking it out. They obviously started double filed, but they seem to have stayed double filed. They haven't been able to settle out yet.
Yeah, not yet. Everybody's still close quarters racing here.
And it looks like the 28 is losing some of the spots that he was gaining back.
Take a quick look up here. It looks like Holt and
Back up
Wiley fighting for third now.
Yep. Holt's gonna get him the best of him out of the corner. He's gonna try and chase down that 3 now in front of him. Maybe try and take second place here.
Yeah, it's a bit faster than his rookie teammate Cross that last time around. But I mean, we saw it with Cross, who had caught up to Thompson at one point and then kind of slowed back down. So we'll see what can Holt do.
He may have been trying to take an early lead of the race here, but uh, he may have You know, he may have used up most of what was in his car. You know.
Yeah, I mean, we're 20 laps into this race already, so there's no telling where the tires are at this point in time. And we saw it in the Nationwide Series race that, it kind of didn't really look to affect the lap times too much, but you can definitely tell all the drivers started to really back off and play it more conservatively. I think that's kind of what we're seeing here now at this
Mhm.
point in time.
That is definitely what looks to be happening. I think the temperature may be a little high for March in Richmond.
Yeah, it appears so. It's Clayton trying to look away around. Boyd kind of leaving the door open for O'Neal. Gained up quite a bit of time through 1 and 2.
Yeah, if I were the 29 here, I would lie in wait basically, wait for the 9 to try and overtake the 14 in front of him, and then wait for one or both of them to make a mistake.
Yeah, you just can't make a mistake in the meantime.
Right.
This Holt is pretty much caught Cross in the 3 car. They're all kind of closing in on Thompson there in the 41.
Yeah. The 3 looks like he may have slowed up a bit in that corner. I don't know if that was just the angle there or what, but it looks like he may be a little slower in the corners than the 41 and the 33 around him.
Yeah, but he's keeping it up there about a half a tenth faster that time around.
We're definitely going to be seeing a battle for the lead here in the coming laps.
Yeah, quite possibly. Cleveland's still sitting behind the 7 car of Lambert.
Looks like the 3 is dropped back a considerable amount from the 41 at this point. The 33 behind him is still trying to catch up, but he seems to mostly just be keeping his distance.
Yeah, everybody kind of just staying about the same length from each other. See the lap time slowly dwindling down. Oh, thank you, pace car.
Let's go. Take a shot. Single file on the backstretch. 88 maybe looked like he was trying to put the bumper to the back of the 7 there.
Yeah, Cleveland trying to look away around Lambert in the 7 car. Can't quite find it yet.
I'm sure he's going
Sitting,
to find it at some point.
yeah, just sitting and waiting for the opportunity to present itself.
You know, Cleveland's team owner has recently expressed some level of dissatisfaction with his driver, given that Cleveland has the highest paying contract in the league at the moment.
Yeah, $10 million for 3 seasons. It's
Yeah.
quite the contract, a luxury only afforded to them by the 1 car operation. But
Right.
very interesting to see how that contract pays out for them on the track.
Looks like the front 3 have sort of compressed themselves a little now, as the 3 may be trying to make a move on the 41 here now.
Yeah, we keep seeing this where they kind of, it almost seems like an accordion effect. They finally catch up and then they get just a bit too close and try to back it off enough to make a move and ends up just losing too much time through it. So we'll see if anything different happens this time around.
Mm. I must say, if it is an accordion effect, I like the noise this one's making a lot better than the normal accordions.
Yeah, it is. It's not the most loved instrument out there. It's Cross
Mm.
kind of looking to the inside. Thompson just clearing it off, not making enough room as Holt makes a bit of a
Ooh,
mistake there. Gonna leave
big
some room
mistake
for
from the
Wiley.
33.
Gain up some ground.
Now, it looks like Wiley's trying to take advantage of it as he closes to the back of the 33 through turn 4. Let's see what he does in 1 and 2. Absolutely nothing. Okay, amazing.
Yeah, and it looks like Cleveland finally got around Lambert as well. Didn't know where, didn't see where that happened, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, it's It's theirs. It looks like Holt will be coming into
Ooh.
pit this time. Not surprised, honestly, after that incident that they had. The only one coming down into pits. Just wonder if something happened there. But Clayton and thank you, base car is Clayton and O'Neill have gotten past Boyd, and Boyd just kind of falling through the field there. Looks like Thompson as well coming in this time.
Yep.
So will
Looks
Wiley,
like we've got the
Lambert.
start.
Yep.
Yep. Looks like we've got green flag pit cycles here.
Here comes the
I'm surprised.
circus.
Yep. I'm surprised these drivers have been keeping it as clean as they have. You think Richmond, it's only 3/4 of a mile long, not that much space for the drivers, but these guys have been keeping it surprisingly clean.
Yeah, no caution. I don't think we've seen. We've only seen one caution, I do believe, right?
I don't think we've seen any cautions.
I think we saw one caution at Auto Club,
Oh,
but
earlier, yeah. Auto Club.
yeah, only one caution so far this season. It was kind of what I
Right.
was getting at is Thompson with a good stop. Wiley gets out there pretty quick as well, and O'Neill, another driver with a good stop there.
That 29 team is going to be liking that quite a lot.
Because here comes Holt on
But
Thompson.
Ooh.
Oh, going the
Looks
wrong
like
way.
looks like the unintentional undercut may have actually helped the 33 there.
Yeah, the question is now, can he just get around him? Also got to worry about cars coming out of pit lane as well, interrupting the flow of traffic. But I think they've cleared everybody.
Yeah, horrible pit sequence from the 3. He's way behind those 2 in the front.
Yeah, another driver that didn't have a good pit sequence is the 88 of Cleveland.
Yeah.
That or he's still in pits.
Yeah.
Here's Floyd in the 5 car.
Yeah. He's going to be in 26th.
Yep.
And Thompson is now officially your, once again, race leader.
Yeah,
As the 33 staying close behind him, trying to maybe look for opportunities to make a move.
Yeah, kind of looking for a move there. Wasn't close enough to get it. Another thing to keep in mind is Floyd is, right there. He's going to be lap traffic here soon.
Right. Question is Floyd going to move out of the way for these 2 leaders, or is he going to hold up one of them?
I place my money on holding up somebody.
Yeah.
Take a look through the field here. Try to find Cleveland. There he is.
There he is.
O'Neill and Clayton.
Yeah.
Take a look back up here as Thompson closing in on Floyd. He's probably going to be up with them here through 3 and 4.
Looks like the 33 has dropped back quite a ways since we've been looking elsewhere. It's possible they may have made another mistake in the corners.
Maybe, but I think it might just be Thompson pulling away here, kind of sitting in the draft of the 5 car, taking advantage of it while they can.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird to talk about draft at a short track, but it is still a thing. They are going 150 at the end of these straightaways.
Yeah, it may not be a lot, but it's clearly enough to, just a few hundredths will
Right.
count for quite a bit here.
Right, a few hundredths does add up over time, and clearly that seems to be adding up rather quickly here for Thompson.
Yeah, as he's just sitting behind the 5 car.
Yeah.
Take a look back through here. Thank you, base car. It's Cleveland sitting right behind Clayton in the 9 car. Taylor as well kind of made up some ground there through pit stops after having a pretty bad first stint up until 11th.
He seems to be putting in some good work in that 19 car. Yeah.
Yeah, another driver that we're kind of expecting to keep an eye on throughout the season. Don't know if there will be a championship mount this time around, but maybe in the future, definitely a driver to keep an eye on.
Definitely. It's the 41 continuing to pull away with the help of the 5 there.
Yeah, it's Cleveland and Clayton right on each other's bumpers there.
Yeah.
Cleveland,
Cleveland maybe trying to take advantage of that same effect that the Thompson's getting from the 5.
maybe. I mean, Cleveland's been playing it pretty patient all day today.
Mm. Yeah, Cleveland may not see the 9 as necessarily a threat. He may be using the 9 to catch up to the rest of the pack as the 41 continues to extend his lead. Almost to a third of the corner now.
Yeah, kind of just still sitting there right behind the 5. Kind of made him a, kind of went a little wide there. Don't know if it's what's going on there between the 5 and the 41. The 41's kind of backed off quite a bit there through that last lap.
Yeah. We may be talking about draft, but it is still a short track, so that draft is very, very short. He may have fallen out of the draft with that mistake.
And maybe would give Holt some opportunity to catch back up.
Yeah.
Take a look at the lap times, and I'll immediately retract my statement. Thank you, pace car. As leader will be catching up to Patterson and Rowe here soon, it looks like, as they're battling for 24th.
Yeah. Patterson may be trying to make a move here into 1.
Maybe
Maybe
trying
what?
to kind of push him
He-
around a little bit.
And it looks like in the background there, the 41 is caught back up to the back of the 5. So he may be pulling away even more here from the 33 as the race goes on.
It definitely looks like it based on the last lap times. 33 struggling to catch as it looks like Cross is actually catching Holt now.
Yeah.
But I mean, they've got plenty of room from the guys behind them as they're now all bunching up here. Fight for 4th.
Seems to be somewhat difficult for these drivers to get past each other now that we've sat through 52 laps of this.
Yeah, as we say that, O'Neill
Uh,
down the inside of Lambert, trying to
looks like
take
I need to
5th
start.
away.
Looks like I need to start saying that a little more.
Yeah, maybe. Is Lambert really making that high side work for him there? Finally doesn't misses out on the run there through 3 and 4. Clayton might try to look to the inside here. No, he'll just sit right behind him.
Cleveland may try to look to the inside here as well, coming into 3 and 4. Now that the 9 may be held up by the 7, it may be somewhat easier.
Maybe as they'll kind of start lining up once again. Cleveland's right on that bumper.
So now that we're past halfway, do you have any particular picks to win this race?
I'd probably put my money on Thompson as Cleveland down the inside of Clayton finally after feels like an eternity of sitting behind the 9 car. From
Yeah,
one
he
rookie
makes
on
his
to the
move.
next.
He makes his move, and he makes it in a single corner. That must have been the opportunity he was waiting for.
Seems to be
Ooh,
as looking to get 2 and 2 laps.
yeah. The 7 makes a mistake in front of him. The 88's going to go to the inside now.
Oh, and it looked like the 7 kind of thought about throwing a late block there, but thought better of it as Cleveland now up into 6th.
Well, it looks like Cleveland, he may take a while to calculate his moves, but when he makes them, he executes them with great precision. As he's going to try and catch up to the back of O'Neill and Wiley here in the coming laps.
Yeah, we'll take a quick look up here at the leaders as Thompson and Floyd have caught the 17 and the 20 car, and Cross is right on the bumper of his teammate.
Yeah. Uh, Remember what I said earlier about rookies being hot-headed, wanting to prove themselves? We're probably going to see that here as Cross is, as you said, in position to make a move on his teammate.
Yeah, definitely. He's just got to get close enough through one of these stretches to make a move down into the corner, and I think we might see it here.
Looks like it.
Maybe not. He's just sitting right there on that bumper again. These drivers just being super patient today, it seems.
Yeah, I'm glad they are. We've got 59 laps of green flag racing so far.
This Cross really cutting it close here through these corners, just sitting right on his teammate's bumper. You know, maybe instead of passing them, they'll work together, try to catch Thompson, but it's hard to tell.
It's possible, but with the way the 3 is sort of angling himself on the left side of the 33 here, I don't know if that's a partnership that's going to last for another 47 laps.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like it'll last even one more. As
Yeah,
Cross down the inside of Holt for second.
he's going to make the move. Clean
Makes,
through 3 and
yeah,
4.
makes it stick without any issues. Cross finally
Even
getting up in the second and down to chasing down Thompson, who's finally getting
ooh,
past that 5 car.
yeah, he's going to take the inside of the corner and pass the 5 pretty easily there. And 41 obviously has a very fast car under his seat.
Yeah, most definitely. As the two rocket jumper cars of the 5 and the 20 are really struggling here today. Both a lap down now.
Mhm.
Take a look back here. And as we were watching the leaders, Cleveland's moved up into fourth, getting past both Wiley and O'Neill.
Yeah. If I had to guess, that probably happened in the same corner, given how calculating Cleveland has been throughout the races. And O'Neill makes the move to the inside of Wiley. He's gonna try to clear the 26.
Yeah, I can't quite do it there in one corner, though, as Allen looks to the inside of Clayton as well.
O'Neill's gonna clear Wiley here. Allen not quite clear the 9, but that curved front stretch is gonna give him the advantage there.
Oh, gets
Ooh.
close to Wiley there through 1 and 2. Down the inside he goes. Can't quite clear. And here comes Clayton as well, looking to take advantage of the 26's predicament.
Ooh. Looks like everybody's trying to get past the 26 here. They seem to be bleeding positions as we move on to lap 65.
And Wiley's sitting there on the outside, going to give it to Lambert as well. Maybe not, as Lambert can't quite get that run on the inside line.
Lambert's
Wiley's
gonna
going to
have
cover him
to.
off into 3 and 4.
Lambert forced to abort that overtake attempt.
Yeah, but looking at Cleveland, he is just leaving the pack. Thank you, pace cars. He's going to be chasing down Holt for third.
Yeah. 3/10 faster than Holt's last lap. Cleveland is definitely catching up pretty quickly here.
Yeah, Cross also making good time throughout this stint as well.
Here we have a sort of a rarity, I guess. The 97 is in the top 10. Well, I say it's a rarity. We've only had 2 races, but he only finished one of those races in the top 10, and he seems to be trying to get that counter up to 2 tonight.
Yeah, looking to chase down O'Neill for fifth, trying to get up into the top 5. It's going to be difficult to get past him, though, especially with how tonight's been. And Clayton's not too far behind his teammate there.
And given how tonight's been, it's very possible that the current running order could just stay as it is for the next uh, however many laps as we move on to lap 69.
Yeah. Another thing to keep in mind is we still have another round of, at least one more round of pit stops to make. I
I
say
believe the
that,
drivers
it
can.
looks like I've spoken into existence, as looks
Yeah,
like Wiley's come down into pits as well.
looks like somebody's crew chief is listening.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Here's some interesting defensive work from Lambert and Witt battling there for what is now 7th. So Witt's finally, they're both actually
Looks
coming
like
into pits.
they're both coming in. Yeah.
Take a look through pits here as see Thompson coming into pits.
He's
Out
gonna
goes
slide into
O'Neill.
his box there.
Yeah, another thing to keep an eye on is pit lane incidents. We've seen quite a few this season, both in the Cup Series. Oh, as we see one in the back is the 17,
Ooh.
and I believe that is the 28 of Bond. As Bond might get into another one.
Ooh. Thompson nearly into Bond there.
Yeah, side by side as they exit pit road. Not going to be good for Thompson's
Thompson,
run
I
here.
believe Thompson took 4 laps there, or four laps, 4 tires. Excuse me. But I believe that the what was it? Right. I believe Craig Bond may be lapped now at this point.
Yes, he
I
is.
don't think, yeah, not
Uh,
very good at all for Craig Bond's championship prospects here tonight in Richmond.
no, and not good prospects for Cross's bid at the race win is not a great stop from him, and Cleveland as well. Not a great stop once again. That 88 team struggling with the pit lane.
Right, but it looks like the 88 has moved up into second, potentially.
I think he'll be in fifth, actually.
Well, yeah, it looks like
Yep.
fifth. The ticker had him in second for a second there.
Yeah, but Wiley getting past O'Neill now. Clayton also losing a few spots through pit cycles, as Holt as well didn't have the greatest of time through pit cycles, as Wiley and O'Neill now have to fight through the rocket jumpers mess of lapped cars.
Yeah, looks like the Rocket Jumpers are going to try and make it as easy as possible, though, as the 5 makes a mistake through 3 and 4 and lets the 26 right on through.
Yeah, O'Neill not quite close enough to take full advantage of it. It's going to have to make his own room through it.
It's the 26 now approaching the back of the 20. He's going to want to get by as quickly as possible if he wants a chance to win this race. Looks like the 29 is going to try and make a move on the 5 here in the 1 and 2. And that doesn't quite clear it out of the corner.
Yeah, but I doubt he doesn't get the job done here, as there he goes. Past the 5. Take a look up here. Thank you, pace cars. Thompson's just eating his way through the field. Set a new fastest or personal best last time around. Just
Yeah.
flying through.
Yeah. You can tell that 41 team came here and wanted to get real serious.
Yeah, they came into this race prepared, championship lead. I think we'll have possibly one more round of pit stops to make, but with the lead that they've got, I'd be surprised if even a mistake on pit road is going to threaten the 41's chances here today.
Yeah. Speaking of pit road, we're in a position now where some of these drivers may not be able to make it without another stop. We're on lap 80, and the fuel window, I believe, is around 30 laps.
Yeah, just
And
about.
yeah, and those stops took place quite a while ago, so we may have a few drivers diving into the pits here late in the race.
Yeah, it'll be something to keep in mind as the laps wind down. Wiley is just continues to sit behind the 20 car. Can't quite make it past yet. Let's take a look back here. It looks like Clayton right on the bumper of Holt in that 33 machine.
The Dodges have been really fast today, you could say.
Yeah, most
First,
definitely.
yeah, first with the 41 taking a commanding lead of this race, and now the 9 trying to get past the 33 Chevrolet here.
Yeah, and finally making a move down the inside into 3 and 4 onto Holt. Can he make it stick? Looks to just
Looks
make
like
it work in one corner. Clayton up
Yeah.
into 6th. Holt continuing to struggle.
Yeah. Something about those Dodges, they make well, Dodges and Fords. So today have shown very impressive performances in the corners.
Yeah, most certainly. As Cross trying to make up some ground onto Thompson, but I think to little avail. Well, maybe
Right.
not as little as I thought it was. Oh, we switched to helicopter
Cross's
for a
last
moment.
lap, 21-1. If we look at Thompson's 22-6, so Cross is slowly catching up to the race leader here.
Yeah, very slowly. He's still got 2 lap cars to contend with.
Mhm.
And he's got a lot of time to make up.
And one of those lap cars, and not having a very good day today, is the person in second place, Craig Bond. He is not having a very good point day tonight.
No, not at all. Thompson's going to be loving to hear that, though. His nearest championship competitor, as the season stands right now, sitting all the way back there, sitting a lap down now.
Possibly one of the best nights that Thompson could have asked for here. His current main competition lapped at the moment, while he's taking a commanding lead. That doesn't look like it's going away anytime soon.
Nope. As as in our live chat, the owner of Rocket Jumpers asks how their drivers are doing. I got
Yeah, I
some
got some
bad
bad
news
news
for
for
you.
you. His car is not doing very well. Currently, the 5 is running 26th. I think the 20 is running, yep, 25th. Both of them more than a lap down. Rocket Jumper's not having a very good night tonight.
No, not at all. As Floyd
The
really just not letting that 88 machine get around, is kind of looking down the inside of O'Neal,
Ooh,
trying to, I
yeah.
don't know even what he's trying to do. It's not going to get a lap back.
Well, he's a hot-headed rookie trying to prove himself. It's what I've been saying all night.
Yeah, I
He's trying
guess
to get
so.
back past that 29, I guess, to preserve some of his honor, as the youngins would put it.
Yeah, the 88 Cleveland continuing to close in, making up ground, lap after lap.
Yeah.
Take a quick look up
This
here. Cross and slowly catching up further to Bond.
Right.
Take a
I don't
look
think
at,
Cross is catching up fast enough, but the 41 is gonna have to deal with some lap traffic here.
yeah, quite a bit of
We,
it too.
yeah, so we are approaching 15 to go. Well, we're halfway to 15 to go.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Thompson, yeah, is really going to struggle here through all of this lap traffic. It's going to really slow him down. Going to give a big opportunity to Cross, who is really isn't that far behind anymore.
but at the same time, those dodges have been good in the corners all night, so Thompson may just make quick work of all those cars in front of him.
Maybe. Time will tell as Cross kind of just sitting around the 28 car. Take a look back here. It looks like Wood's getting past O'Neal. It's going to give the opportunity to Cleveland to get past. Past O'Neal, he goes up into fourth. Question is, can Cleveland get past Floyd?
11 and 3/4 of a mile to go here, as the 88 still trying to get past Floyd here
Yeah, it
in the
looks
1 and
like
2.
he's going to at least make the attempt faster than what O'Neal could do.
Yep. Looks like Floyd maybe made a mistake there in the corner. Went up a little higher than he probably wanted to, so the 88 is going to be able to clear in 3 and 4.
Yeah, it's also going to give another opportunity to O'Neal to try to get past around, back around him as well.
Yeah, he
Thank you,
makes the
pace car.
move. The pace car makes the move.
Yeah, his whole continuing to just slowly fall back throughout the field, really struggling here towards the end of this race. It's Witt now trying to get past Bolton. It looks like Allen as well is going to take advantage of it.
And that may be a side effect of the 30 lap pit window. These guys have been using their tires for the past 20, 25 laps. They may not have anything left in their tires to try and pass each other with.
Yeah, that 33 car just looks really unstable there up on that high line. Same with the 97, but I think that 97's issues is something else.
Yeah.
Thank you, pace car. As Cross has gotten past Bond now at this point, as
Right.
Thompson's still slowly working through this lapped traffic.
7.5 laps to go. Tom, as you said, Thompson working through the lap traffic, but you have to think the Cross is going to have to work through all this lap traffic too. So you have to wonder how much of an advantage this is really going to give Cross in the end, especially
Yeah,
with such a short race distance remaining.
Thompson now gets past Clark onto Horn now in the 47 car. So I think your math on the laps to go was just a bit off there, but
A
that's all
little.
right. We're all. It's hard to do the math of that as well
Oh,
as
77 to the bottom
yeah.
of the racetrack.
77 having some issues there. Gonna make it down. Ooh, close there with
Ooh,
a 5, but
really? Yeah.
77 making it into pit lane. Something's gone wrong on that car.
He may be out of gas.
Oh, maybe.
Given when the pit stops happened, he may have. I don't recall seeing him in the pit lane. He may have been on an alternate strategy.
That is true. He may have ran out of gas. See how like through. Yeah, he's just going through the pit stop. Switching out
Yeah,
tires, which I don't know if I would be doing now this late in the race as a desperately trying to find the leader
probably
again.
probably banking on a caution and the green white checker to follow.
There's Thompson.
There we go. 6 laps to go now. Thompson has gotten through all those lapped cars behind him. Now Cross is gonna facing down the barrel here at Richmond.
Yeah, looking down their gauntlet of I think what? Yeah,
4 lapped cars.
four lap cars.
Yeah, and those lap cars are also battling amongst themselves, would take up more track space, and there's already not that much of it here at Richmond.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult for Cross to get through here as he's already to the back of the 71, looking down the inside. Here's one
Tries
position.
tries to make a move on the 71 and the 51, but the 51 moves down to the inside.
Yeah,
Probably just following his marks.
can't quite do them both in one lap, but here comes Cross on the 51 now. The laps continue
Big,
to wind down as leaders have continued to stay out on the track. Looks like Thompson's really saving a lot of fuel there as Cross has already made his way through that gaggle of cars. There's not a lot of time left in this race.
Yep, only 3 laps to go. And at a track this short, that's only going to be less than a minute, if I had to guess.
Oh, Thompson down in the pit
Oh,
lane!
Thompson in the pits.
41 car into pit lane. Can Cross make it? 2 to go.
Looks like we're going to have a fuel strategy race here at Richmond. Cross your leader.
Yeah, O'Neill's also coming to pits.
Problem now is that Cross pit on the same lap as Thompson.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to really be saving here.
Oh, but he stayed out. Cross takes
Yeah.
the white flag.
1 to go.
Can he make it? Passes Thompson exiting pit lane.
He's got to be running on fumes at this point.
Less than fumes.
Yeah. Maybe a couple molecules in the engine there as he comes out of 4.
Yeah, but he's gonna make it. He has enough to finish the race, and crosses the line and first takes the win away from Thompson, who's gonna finish, I do believe, all the way down in 10th. We'll have to wait for the official scoring, of course, but it looks like Cleveland may have stolen second.
Ooh.
As you can see, people continuing to filter out of pits. Yeah, that last minute pit stop seemed to have caught a lot of people off guard as Boyd, according to the board, is finished 4th.
Yeah. Unexpected good result there from Boyd. It looks like these results are official.
Oh wow, yeah. Looking, you can definitely see who stayed out and who didn't, as everybody's finished a lap down.
Yeah.
But Cross
Horrible.
takes the win here at Richmond after an unexpected fuel strategy race. Cleveland in second, and Allen, after running the top 10 all day, gets rewarded with a 3rd place finish through fuel strategy.
Yeah. Horrible race for Craig Bond here. Finishes 2 laps down, all the way down in 25th. That is going to be horrible for his points, even though Thompson is only going to be finishing 10th instead of 1st.
Yeah, but good news for the 20 and the 5 cars. Their horrible day turns into just all right.
Yeah.
But that wraps it up for Richmond. An exciting race nonetheless, through either on track or through pit stops. A good watch for, I'd say, a good majority of the 107 laps. But thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.